Christmas Canapés 2023. So first up, I'm going to bake this goat cheese with dried fig and pepper in the oven, and I'm hoping I can then cut them out into stars because it's all going to like melt together, and then pop them on a peppered oat cake with a dab of chutney and possibly a bit of greenery as well. I'm thinking parsley at the moment. Next up, we've got curried sweet potato rounds with Kachumber. So this little tip here, if you soak sweet potatoes in water, then it stops them going quite as floppy once you've baked them. So yeah, do that for about an hour or so. Then I'm going to just put plain old curry powder on, a bit of olive oil in the oven. Then the Kachumber is cherry tomatoes. Here we go. And red onion, cucumber, red pepper, coriander, lime. All nicely mixed together and then placed on top. So I've also got like little boxes here to show that on Christmas Day it's always my job to do the canapés as well. So it's very easy to get ahead of yourself and do little bits of prep. So that's just the veg for this. Going to freeze those. They've already been soaked and they've already got the spices on. Just pop them in the oven on Christmas Day. Over here we've got this very brand new one, so I'm not sure if this is going to work, but pickled melon. So that's it, still in there, just pickling. It's going to go on a cocktail stick with just an olive, and I'm somehow going to drizzle a bit of honey on there as well. Just on that note, all of these are influenced by something I learnt not so long ago, which is that the word yum, it's supposed to encapsulate a balance of sweet, savoury, sour and umami and salty, I think. So all of these try to replicate that somewhat. And then finally, another bit of efficiency. That's the edges of the sweet potato rounds. Oh, because these were a little bit big, so I cut them out with the biscuit cutters. And that's my lunch as well. So it took just over an hour to do all of that prep, stuff already lined up for Christmas, and my lunch. Hope that inspires you too. So on to the sweets now. We're going to do a nut brittle here. So we've got about 500 grams of nuts, a kilogram of sugar. That's just going to melt down. Don't need to add anything, and then just stir in the nuts, stir in the flavours. So orange zest, and we're going for cloves, and then I thought I'm going to try a bit of flaked chilli as well to see what happens with that. And then what I like to do is when I lay it out to set, I just sort of put like little dots of dark chocolate around, and yeah, it's divine. New one here. So I've just come back from holiday in Gran Canaria, and this is a very traditional grain that they have. It's basically just dried and ground sweet corn that's toasted. So it tastes a bit like popcorn when you make it. And apparently, according to this recipe, I just mash up a banana, put a bit of water in, a bit of olive oil, and voila. So we shall see. So here we have them, the healthy canapés of 2023. Goat cheese and fig stars. Some of them are a bit starrier than others. It was beige on beige, so I decided to put a lettuce leaf on there as well, just to lift it a bit. And then I went for thyme as the herb. These are the sweet potatoes with the Kachumber, and if you look there, it holds together quite nicely after the soaking of the potatoes before cooking them, so they don't collapse. The pickled melon and olive, and just a little bit of red from the inside there, because you eat with your eyes, remember. A bit of honey on there as well. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And then our sweets here. So this is the nut brittle. I had to have two goes at this, in all honesty. It was too crumbly. So just cooking it again, it meant that the chocolate melted in with it, but it's holding together a bit better now. But it's a strange one. I think it's because I used two different types of sugar and they had different melting points. So note to self. And then the gofio with the banana. It's very straightforward, but it just tastes a bit like burnt popcorn. But hey, we'll see what people think tonight. So ta-da!